Hello farmers, and welcome back to the hills of Tuscany. Just coming from the set of red grapevines on the hill. This will be my second load going on in. The first one was a full load, and we are 90% full here with the second load. And we'll activate the red grape juice processing. And then we're going to hire ourselves a worker to work on the big set of red grapevines. So while that's loading on up, let's go into productions. Let's find ourselves wherever it is. I think I went by it. Where is it? Right here. Red grape juice. Go ahead and activate that. So we end up getting almost 6,000 liters of red grapes off that field. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and refuel this a little bit. Let's not take all of it, but enough to get by for harvesting these vines. That should be enough. Don't know how much diesel fuel is in that tank, but it was enough to get that done. So we'll be back over here to unload this harvester a few times. But first, let's see if I can remember how to set up working on these vines here. All right, let's scroll up to here. Create job. Select this field here. Perfect, it's got the whole field. And then start working that direction here. Open, work on the vine. Think we're all set. Create course. And for some reason, this always starts me on the opposite side now. When I do any other field, it starts me right where I am, right where I tell it to. When I do vines, it's like starting this side of the field, and the game's like, nope, we're going to start you off on the other side. All right. Get them going. And we get Frank this morning. Well, Frank, get right to it. All right, he should be good for about 4 or 5 rows. Actually, I thought about doing the rest of the white grapes, but I think I'll hold off onto that. I actually want to, for some reason, I feel like lime spreading right away. So let's go ahead here and we'll open this up. And we'll top this off with some lime. And we'll go up to the wheat field and get that done. I don't know if I got enough lime here to get the whole field done. Now, I've been actually thinking about the sunflower field. I'm thinking maybe next year I will probably plant canola in there. Only because we got so much sunflower oil, the potato chip factory cannot take it all, or will not be able to take it all. So next year if I put canola in that field, and bees will give us more canola. Yeah, we got the bees next to our potato/sunflower fields, but they also do canola as well. So I can switch back and forth depending on how much oil we have of each product, sunflower and canola. That way our potato chip factory can double produce potato chips. So I'm thinking maybe next year I might throw some canola in there. Maybe I'll just have to wait. Actually, I think I got to plant canola. Is canola in the fall? I think canola might be in the fall here. Canola needs to be planted, well, now in October. So, all right, so I have to quickly turn that field around if I want to put canola. I got to make up my mind now, and I think I just did. We're going to be putting canola in that field. So, yep, got to focus on that field after I put the lime down here. All of our fields pretty much need lime. And just a reminder, we're not doing precision farming on this map, so after every 3 harvests, they will require lime. And I think when we first got here and I was buying all the fields, we prepped all the fields all together, so they're going to need lime all in sync with one another. Alright, so I'm not going through that much lime, which is, it's not the price I'm worried about, just making trips back and forth. I didn't want to make too many trips back and forth if I had to, but I think I should be able to get this field done with 1 full Breedle spreader. Yeah, I'm hoping also not to spend that much money this month because I want the money that we have this month to last until next month, and hopefully we can wake up without being in debt. I mean, we are in debt. We own a big loan. But that way when I go to sell product next month, I can start putting more towards that loan. and hopefully reach our goal sooner rather than later. Our goal is to get the loan down to $9 million by the end of the year. We owe 9.1, so I got plenty of months to just pay off $100,000, and our soup factory and our preserved food is going overtime at this point with all the veggies that we put into it in the harvest in the last month and a half. Everything else will be on hold until the prime time. So we got candy that we're being currently being made. Actually, no, we don't have any candy being made. I'm so used to saying that because the sugar beet always lasts that long, but yeah, we're out of sugar beet now until we harvest it next month. So the candy is actually on hold, but we won't sell the candy until June/July anyways. Oh yeah, next month we should have the butter and cheese, because October is the best time for that. I don't know how much we got of butter and cheese, but it's been making it for quite a while. I know we got plenty of pallets over there, but I don't think it's 1,000 liters per pallet on the butter and cheese. It might be just 500. It's going to look like it snowed here in the hills of Tuscany when I get done this fall with putting lime down in all these fields. Still need to get back over to the second potato field and continue putting slurry on that field. It's just a slow process when you only can do work at 5 miles an hour. But once I get it done, I won't have to fertilize it again. And, you know, the fertilizer is free thanks to the moo cows doing their thing. Just keep spinning around here. I'm going this way, side to side, because that way I don't have to deal with going up and down the little hill that's here. And this will always be our wheat field. That way we have straw for the cows. Oh yeah, we will have flour to sell in November. Well, is it November or January? I don't know why I got November on the brain of flour. I might be thinking of when I used to make the bread in the bakery, which we haven't done anything like that in a long time. I think the last time I may have done that was Hinterland, possibly. Well, Frank is full of red grapes, so I'll have to go over there and take care of that so we can continue that. I think he's going to get full about 3 full times, maybe 4. But let's finish up this field here first. Which is not going to take me that much longer. Yeah, we're definitely going to get this field done with the amount of lime that we have here. Before I plant the canola in that field, though, I'm just going to double check just to make sure that we have plenty of sunflower oil. And I would rather do sunflowers because we got the sunflower header. I want to make sure I just keep on using it. Only because when you spend $80,000 for a specific header, having it sitting around for a couple of years and not putting it to use is a shame. Actually, if you look at that combine in general, I only use it on a couple of fields anyways. We only use it on the wheat field and the sunflower field. All the other fields are done by the root crop harvester or done by the cotton harvester. Alright, this field is ready to be planted in. Alright, we'll fold this on up, bring it back to the farm. I'll top it off and get it set to go off to do more fields. Just looking up there to see if Frank is even in the harvester. I don't think so. I don't see the money going down, so I'm not paying Frank to sit there if he's still sitting there. He may have left. And I'm going to guess, since I'm not getting charged, he left. And that sounds like Frank. Alright, doesn't matter which worker's in there, they would all leave. Alrighty, let's fill this up. Turn the engine off so we save on fuel. Alright, put that down. Let's go ahead and take care of our grape harvester. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th row from the end. Oh, that's right. When the worker gets done, they fold the machine back up. So I'm hitting the vines. Let's unfold it to raise it up. Yeah, I do got the other set of white grape vines to harvest. But that set won't take me too long to get done. Probably take me about 4 or 5 minutes to do so. We will get it done this month, though. When do I sell the grape juice? Is it October? No, it's February. Not even close. It's in February. And, yeah, I didn't sell it the year before, so we're starting to get some decent money there. I think the pomace might be October. Yeah, pomace, which we don't have a whole lot of. It's worth like 10 grand. While I'm in here, let me just double check on the potato chip factory and how we're doing on sunflower. Yeah, we got plenty of sunflower oil, and we haven't even done the harvest for this year and get that oil in there. So the canola oil, I think, will be good for next season. That's what we probably should do. All right, that is unloaded. Let's go get this back on a worker. And we'll jump into our New Holland combine and start chopping up said sunflowers to get them down to the oil mill. Yeah, with the red grapes, quote unquote, like bluish purple grapes, it's easier to see where I've been. So we need to come on down. Whoops. Can't do a side view. You can't see where you're going on a side view. Where did we leave off? I'm just trying to do a side view so I can see the grapes. Ah, I see them now. Alright, we can start a worker off right here. It'll be good. And now Franco's taken over. Alright, Franco is a much better worker than Frank, in my opinion. Alright, so the combine, I think I left it down here at production lane. Are you... Nope. How about... Yeah, there we go. Let's see. We don't need this header, so we'll drop that header off. We need the other header. Yeah, I need to bring a tractor down here. And actually, I need to fold up the combine. I need to bring another tractor down here to get these trailer headers in the shed. Combine can't drive through, but we can take them out. Watch out for that tree. Wait for the car to go through, then we'll cut across the road before we attach to the header. The potato field right here, this needs lime as well. Like I was saying, they pretty much all need lime. Let's go ahead and actually we'll drop off this right here. That's a good spot for it, I think. Try to get lined up somewhat. Could have done better than that. And now the header is stuck on the trailer. There we go. Just barely got it. And sunflower harvest is started. Oh, nope, you're not getting away there, Mr. Sunflower. There we go. Yeah, no swath on sunflowers. I mean, I can try just to be sure. Sometimes you never know, but I think I've tried it a couple times on sunflowers here. So usually I get about a combine load and a half, I think. Somewhere around there with the sunflowers, or is it 2 loads? Yeah, maybe I don't remember. Too many fields, too many maps. And right now I'm doing testing on a couple of other maps so I can get ready for our new series, which I'm hoping will be starting this week. American Falls does end on Wednesday. So maybe on Friday we'll be starting our new series. Yeah, so if you're watching this when this goes live, the American Falls last episode is tomorrow. Let's see, I need to bring the grain trailer down here, so I'll probably use, I guess I could use a T8. That's up at the main farm. Although going across the map, I might want to use the Lamborghini, because the Lamborghini is going to have more top speed to get down there to deliver. And this is the same combine that we used on East Vineland. I do like the way the tracks look on it. It's a good combine. Well, I say that. It's a simulator. In real life, I'm not sure. I have no idea if this equipment in real life, what breaks down more than others. What brand is better for what. And here are the beehives. So yeah, next year, well actually next month or maybe even this month, we'll be planting canola in this field. But harvesting the canola next season. It's funny how you go from map to map and how the map maker, when they change when crops can be planted and harvested. It can get a little confusing at times when to plant things, but luckily we can just go check on the page to see when it's done or when it needs to be done. Alright, so one headland got me 37% full, so I might be able to make it around 2 more times before we are full. And like I said, well, I think we'll grab the Lamborghini and the grain trailer, of course, we only got one. Bring that down here, we'll start filling it up. It will be a couple trips down with the trailer to the oil mill. Well, let's go ahead and get this field harvested and cleared so we can kind of start prepping it for canola planting in the next month or so.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space, so brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep, and you
grape harvest is going extremely faster than I thought it would. I've already been over there through the time lapse to unload the combine once, and it's full again. Probably the last time it'll be full because I think it's almost done anyways. And we're almost done here as well. It's like 2, maybe a small little patch after that. So 2 passes, small little patch. And yeah, it's not going to all fit into the trailer, I don't think. Which is good and not good. I would, it would be nice to get all the sunflower into the trailer, and that way I can make one trip. I think I'm usually left with about 7,000 liters, maybe, in the combine. Alright, and then this little patch right here. And we'll turn the sunflower field into a canola field. Let me drive up to the Lamborghini. Probably shouldn't park a tractor and a trailer on a steep hill like this with grain in the back. Or in this case, seed in the back. Will it all fit in there? Got another 11,000 liters to put in. I think this trailer only holds 37,000. It's going to leave me with like, what, a couple thousand liters now? I thought it was 7,000 liters that left me. Okay, at this point, I'm hoping all gets in there. Okay, well, maybe 7 was on the brain, but I left 750 liters in the combine. I may just, quote-unquote, dump that in the ground, meaning delete it. That, I mean, to travel all the way back down for 750 liters. Okay, get this back on the trailer here. That should, yep, it snapped in. Alright, we'll leave the combine right here. Alright, let's go take care of the grape harvester. Interesting, you finished on a full load at the end of a row. Alright, so you're on this side. Just gotta remember what side I'm on, because when I set course play off, if it's going down the wrong path, course play is not going to like it. It's going to try to turn around on a vine. That doesn't work. How many grapes do we have in there at this point? Just to see what kind of a harvest we got going on here. Let's see, we are up to 15,000 liters with a little bit more to go. So let's get ourselves another worker. It's so easy to see where the red grapes are at on the vines. The white ones, a little bit more difficult. Alright, got ourselves another worker there. Perfect. Now I'm going to jump back over to the Lamborghini and head on down to the oil mill and drop this off. Like I said, 750 liters in the combine. Yeah, I think I'll just probably end up deleting that, because that's going to be quite a trip down there for that little bit of amount. Because that would equal about 375 liters of sunflower oil. I mean, we are still talking maybe like $500–600 worth of material. Alright, let me throw the beacons on here and we'll make our way down to the oil mill. I do like coming down to this part of the map, coming over this bridge. Good scenery. But unfortunately, we only come down here very little. And that's to the oil mill, and for a short time we were coming down to the sawmill, which maybe I should go down there and try to sell more wood. I can't remember the last time I sold any. It's not going to take a whole lot, as we know. But we'll just keep on selling it till it's gone. At the rate that the sawmill's taking it, it may be right to the end of the series before it's all gone. Well, most of it's going in. Let's go ahead and activate the mill. I'm pretty sure it's off. Where's the oil mill? Sunflower oil, activate. I don't have any canola oil, correct? Yep. Okay, so we're all set. We're all set there. Alright, I'm going to leave that right there. Actually, let me turn off the Lamborghini, turn off the lights as well. Let's just get on down to the mill. I could walk down, but I'm too lazy. Too lazy. I can't visit? I can visit here. Alright. How much wood do we get? Or how much money do we get? Well, $14.48. I mean, it probably is going to pay for the worker who currently is blocked by an object. What are you blocked by? I don't think you're blocked. I think what happens is you get stuck on a vine or something. Well, since it's just about done. Yep, and now I'm getting stuck on the vine. There we go. We're through. We'll finish this up ourselves. I mean, the field behind us, when I bought that, originally I thought I was going to put a whole bunch of red vines in there. And of course, we could hire a worker to work in the big fields. I would make sure I gave myself enough room on either side to turn around. And we would have a lot more grapes, but the grapes just don't pay out that well to get my money back on it. It costs a lot of money to put the vines down to begin with. We already got the equipment, so that wasn't the issue. It's just that we don't make the money, and since we're $9 million in a loan debt, it's just better off planting veggies in the field and making a whole bunch of soup and preserve food as well. Am I going to get to the end of this road before I'm full? Probably not. Well, I'll have to come back at the little bit what's left. So half a row left to go. Didn't really park the white grape harvester in the best spot, but plenty of room to get around it. It's a thing I'm doing a lot recently, just parking things where I think they're somewhat out of the way, and finding out later on it's more like right in the middle of the way. Alright, let's get these 350 liters of grapes here. Now the only thing is I gotta go all the way to the end of the road before I can turn. See, I said 350 liters. Let's see how much we actually get. And there we go. Those are all the grapes. Too busy watching the numbers go up. 224. Oh, that was interesting. Got ourselves a bucking bronco of a harvester. The red grape harvest is complete. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I got a pressure washer up here for my equipment. So we won't be using this harvester until next season when it comes time to fertilize the grapes once again. Yeah, we got a toolbox, but I don't have a pressure washer. I also don't have a whole lot of cash either, so maybe I'll wait for it to rain and I'll pull these out and sit in it for just a second or two so they can get washed off. All right, one last thing we're going to be doing today, and that's we're going to grab the T8. Yeah, I'll actually bring the forage wagon with us. We got some grass into it from harvesting the grass field. I think that was last episode, was it? Could have been. Gonna make some more silage with it. But I really want to bring the T8 over to the other potato field and try to get the rest of the slurry onto that field so I can maybe come over here and put some onto this, what is now going to be the canola field. And yes, the sunflower field, canola field does need lime on it also. Dump that in there. I am wondering, our TMR production. It's almost full of TMR. But it probably could use a load of silage. I'm wondering, will this continue to fill if I detach from the trailer? Because this takes a little while to fill up. Yeah, it's going to continue to fill. Alright, so we're all set there. Let's go on down to the other potato field. I think I'm about a third of the way done spraying slurry on that field. It's just a slow process when you're putting down a double application rate. Next month we should be doing the sugar beet harvest. I'll probably start with that to get the candy going. At least get one load in there. We still got our cut sugar beet trailer down at the store. I have not picked that up yet. And then I want to rush into the cotton field as well so we can get the clothing production up and going. And that is where we make a good amount of money as well. I think I filled up the trailer before I left here. I did not. And I don't have the truck here either. So I can't fill up. It's weird that I can't take it out of the trailer. Alright, so where's my truck at? We'll have to get the truck down here. Probably on production lane somewhere. Yep, there it is. So we'll turn around. Let's go hook up to that tanker. I'm trying to figure out why it needs to be hooked up to the tanker. You think the slurry tanker that hooks up to the T8, that would be able to pump it out of the other tanker. Well, it is what it is. Although, is this tanker, is it possibly empty? I don't think so. No, it is not. Alright, so now I gotta get it. Gotta get it somewhat lined up with the other tanker. There we go. And I should have some left over. Almost enough for another full tanker of slurry. Alright, we'll leave that off, because it's going to take me just a moment at 5 miles an hour. Let's see, where did I leave off at? Kind of hard to see. But it should be right here, I think. If we look at the mini-map and turn on fertilizing and turn off the plowing. Yep, we can see. Actually, I left off up here. But since I'm parked here... Oh, you know what? It's probably not on. Activate double application rate. There we go. And slowly we go across the field. I think in the future when I do the potato fields, they either got to do it in a time lapse or just do it off camera. Because it is a slow process. But we're going to be saving ourselves money in the long run. I mean, I could put it on a worker. I could hire a worker like I do my other fields. But it's one of those jobs to where if I did that, I'd be back over here every 2 or 3 minutes. Because you can see the amount of slurry that we're going through. Going through a pretty good amount. Pretty darn quick. But I will try to get the rest of this potato field done by next episode. So we can spray slurry on the sunflower slash canola field and put lime down and maybe even plant it in September. I would like to plant it in September instead of October because that just means the sooner I plant it, I'll be able to harvest it sooner next season, which means making canola oil sooner, which also means making more potato chips. Yeah, we'll be able to sell the potato chips as well. Kind of forgot about the chips in itself. Those are always seem to be a good price. Doesn't matter on the month. Yeah, the speed that we're traveling at is not a lack of horsepower. It's because we're putting a double application of slurry down on the field. So we got to go at a slow pace to make sure it soaks in. And it might be kind of hard for you to see exactly where I'm spraying it, but I can barely see myself on my 4K monitor. The difference in the texture in the ground. Probably be better next time if when the field needs lime like it does now, if I were to spray the lime down first and then come in with the slurry, it'd be so much easier to see where I've been. I'm probably going to end up right where I did before. And if you can see it, you can see it where I ended up before. Actually, now with the sun, angle of the sun now, you might be able to see it a lot easier. And I'm going to end up in the same spot. Okay, a little bit further because the radius of the field I'm working around is a little bit shorter. But just about in the same spot. Boy, I got a lot more field to go. Alright, well, let's go ahead and refill it one more time. And I don't think I got that much more slurry, honestly, over at the cow barn either. So I don't think I got enough slurry to finish this field alone. So the canola field may have to get some artificial fertilizer put into it for both the harvest and after the crop grows. Well, I'm going to probably use all the slurry that we have. Yeah, I'm not even that far done here. And the cows have not even a tanker load here, I don't think. No, 38,000 liters of slurry, which is still pretty decent. But, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to get the field done. But we'll see. I'll try to get the rest of that done in between episodes. But anyways, we're at that point of the video where, yeah, if you made it this far and you think about subscribing and you have not done so yet, maybe think about hitting that button. And also don't forget, if you have liked the video, please give it a thumbs up as well. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in the hills of Tuscany. But until then, have a good one.